welcome to the debate contest. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Uswa, and I will chair this debate. On my right side is Mr. Kasun, acting as the timekeeper. We have three adjudicators. The first adjudicator is Mrs. Santi Anggraini. The second adjudicator is Mr. Supriyanto, and the third adjudicator is Mrs. Unggul Naranita. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me introduce the debaters. On my right side is the affirmative team. Acting as the first speaker is Sifatul Musarofah. Acting as the second speaker is Aisyah Zahra Milani Wibowo. And acting as the third speaker is Raka Syahrul Muhazim. The reply speech will be delivered by Sifatul Musarofah. On my left side is the negative team. Acting as the first speaker is Azmi Rahman. I'm sorry. Naila Ilma Isti. Acting as the second speaker is Anilia Nazmi Fumaira. And the third speaker is Jati Trahjumoyo. The reply speech will be delivered by Naila Ilma Isti. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. I bet that all of you have understood the rules, so maybe we can go on to the main agenda today. Ladies and gentlemen, the motion today is that full day school must be applied in madrasah. Okay, I'm sorry. The motion today is full day school must be applied in madrasah. Now, I would like to invite the first speaker from the affirmative team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sifatul Musarofah. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Mr. Madam Jury, ladies and gentlemen. It is
Open
today.
your mics, please. Open your mics.
In this debate, we are the affirmative team. Absolutely agree with today's motion that full day school must be applied in madrasah. Here, I'm the first speaker will be responsible for definition. Our second speaker will give argument the other reasons why full day school must be applied in madrasah. Our third speaker will give the rebuttals and sum up our team case. For the reply speech, it will be delivered by me, the first speaker. First, let me define the motion. In the release of Permendikbud number 23 of 2017, full day school means that schools must last 8 hours per day from Monday to Friday at 6:45 until 15:30 with a break every 2 hours. In simple definition, full day school is a schooling program with strategy of shortening the time outside school. With strategies, learners get an extra hour to education. And then, what is madrasah? According to this Indonesian dictionary, the word madrasah means a school or academy which is generally rooted in Islam. In other words, madrasah is an Islamic school. Madrasah divided in 3 levels, which are madrasah ibtidaiyah as the elementary school, madrasah sanawiyah as the junior high school, and madrasah aliyah as the senior high school. Ladies and gentlemen, let me deliver my argument about this motion. We all know that full day school has been applied in a few public schools in this country. So I agree with the motion that full day school must be applied in madrasah. Full day school will give more advantage for students by adding hours or lessons for deepening the subject as well as self-development and creativity. They have much time for focusing on their study and also making a better experience at school. Students have plenty of time to explore their talents and abilities through practical lessons. Also, get an extra hours to study in extracurricular activities. Another advantage of full day school is teachers can easily monitor students' activities, so students can avoid the bad influences from the outside environment. Full day school can provide students the benefit of socializing with others. As a human being, we need interaction with others. Also, being Z generation, socializing with others can provide to become adult with empathy and can deeply think. think my opinion is enough. Thank you.
Okay, the first time from affirmative team, spend the time 2 minutes 40 seconds. 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Okay. Now, I would like to invite the first speaker from the negative team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Naila Ilmanisli.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thanks for the moderators, honorable judges, and the audience. First of all, let me introduce the members from the negative team. My name is Naila Ilmanisli Putri as the first speaker, and Indiana Asmi as the second speaker, and Jatitra Jumayo as the third speaker. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a rebuttal from the Prime Minister word before. She said that the system will make the student give more time to listen and school. But we have to remember too about the health of the teachers and the student if we use this full lesson system. Imagine the student and the teachers have to be in school from morning to evening, while tomorrow they have to focus on their new learning materials in the school. So it must be hard for them to focus on tomorrow if we use this full lesson system because they are too tired if we use this full lesson system. And she said that more time to study. It also will make the health. It's not good for both student and the teachers if we use this full lesson system because both student and the teachers spend a lot of time in the school, and there will be a less interaction for the student and the teachers to doing something in the type of the school environment that. But there's a lot of things which the student and the teachers can do in the outside of the school, and there's no proof from the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister don't give your proof for their argument. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come to our goals. Our goals is we want to deny this full day school system because we believe that this system make the student and the teachers is not good for both the teacher and the student. We want to deny this full day school because it has many factors that make the system is not good for both student and the teachers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our mechanism. Our mechanism, if the goals like the Prime Minister said before, if the goals are we want the student to learn about something more in the school, we can do this method than the full day school. We can request the teacher of the school to make a video tutorial on and post it to the internet so that the student can learn with comfortable where they can study in the place where they want, so they will easily catch the lesson because they study in the place that what they want. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are two justifications that I would like to give to you. The first justification is not all parents can cover the additional fees if we use this full day school system. We have to remember about not all parents can cover the money if this full day school really implemented. For example, about the transportation and the allowance for the child if we apply this full day school system. And for the second justification is that research says that our brain is just really concentrate just for half to an hour. Like the director of the center from the Muhammadiyah University, Professor Dr. Hamka says that our brain is just really concentrate just for 20 minutes after we really try to concentrate. Moreover, there's a petition that 1,180% is disagree with this full day school system. So, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that we oppose this motion. Thank you.
Okay, the first speaker from negative team spend time 3 minutes 18 seconds. 3 minutes 18 seconds.
Now, I would like to invite the second speaker from the affirmative team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aisyah Zahra Milani Wibowo. The time is yours.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Madam Administrator.
That's all.
Yes, number 2. Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Madam Adjudicators. The first speaker from the negative team has tried to tell you that the full day school will help all teachers and students, and they can't interact with outside environment. As the speaker from the affirmative team, the further my argument to prove that full-day school should apply in madrasah. The first point is students more spend time at school. The digital becomes more productive to users time than to play outside school, and school monitor student behavior. Full-day school can reduce the activity of parents because the student must be have in school. According to Muhajir Effendi, this policy believed to be an effective way to build students' character. He believed that giving additional times to study at school is better than letting students to hanging around with their parents. Second, full-day school doesn't mean studying for a full day at school. Full-day school can be filled with extracurricular activities or deepening of religious knowledge and develop important skills. Thus, students can't follow the flow of negative association because students under the supervision of madrasah. The implementation of full-day school can help parents guiding their children without compromising their rights. Thus, because of full-day school, the students don't go there, don't come here, like children hanging around, drugs or something. I think that's enough for my arguments. Thank you.
Okay, second speaker from affirmative team spend the time 2 minutes 16 seconds. 2 minutes 16 seconds.
Okay. I would like to invite the second speaker from the negative team, India and Leslie Kumaira. The time is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Anindya, the second speaker of the opposition team. Here, I would like to give you first about the debates and second about the first and background on the motion. The full-day school must be applied in madrasah. Before I have to make first impact, there are some remarks that I would like to give to the second speaker of the affirmative team. When she said that although the full-day school can lessen negative thing of the parents student through the administrative things, but students can be more tired during the full-day school because the time that students spend in school is more. So also if the student can also join the other activities outside of school, like extracurricular, it can be make students to be more tired and can increase their stress because if design the task that the teacher given, but it might be that the organization also given the task for them. Okay, that's all my rebuttals. Now, welcome to my first impact. Ladies and gentlemen, full-day school can make students more tired, especially now with prevalence of the mental illness. So because this full-day school is that be able to give effect to the physical of the student health, it also can give effect to the psychological of the student health, both mild or serious. Examples such as much stress because the many lessons that students have to learn, and also the many time that students have to spend in the madrasah. Many assignments that teachers still given to students, which is must be done at home. So it also can cause depression of the student. So we believe if reducing student learning hours is very important to give more time to students to take a rest. So especially in madrasah, the lesson is more than the regular school. So we believe it's still hard to apply in madrasah, and rather if we still use the six-day school because of the many negative effects that the full-day school can give to the student health. Okay, that so I want to remind you that there are still many negative effects such as students can be tired and increase their stress and can also they have to get more pocket money. Okay, so with those reasons that I have given to you, so we oppose with this motion. Thank you.
Okay, the second speaker from negative team spend the time 3 minutes 6 seconds. 3 minutes 6 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the third speaker from the affirmative team. Please welcome Raka Syahrul Muhazin.
Good afternoon, Mr. Armando Nidori. The third speaker will rebut and strengthen our argument of this team. We affirmative team agree with the motion full day school must be applied in the madrasa because full day school doesn't mean studying for a full day at school. But full day school students take part in character education activities such as extracurricular and deepening of religious knowledge. Because this program to develop their potential, students can flow of negative association and away from promiscuity because under supervision and men of madrasa. It can to help the parents reading their kids and compromising their rights. Full day school is good for student character building. It can prevent students from being lonely at home since their parents busy at home. These all have been mentioned before. The reason why full day school should apply is to increase standard and quality student itself. This country needs to be better education system and competition. It can lead students with effort and do best because they know that this is like a competition to build themselves. Thank you.
Then the third speaker from anti-competitive team spend time 1 minute 42 seconds. 1 minute 42 seconds.
Okay, now it's time for the third speaker from the negative team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jati Jumoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, me as the third speaker of the opposition side of the house, my name is Jati, would like to give you rebuttals for the first speaker, second speaker, and the third speaker of the government side of the house. Alright, so the first speaker of the government side of the house said that with this full day school, it can preventing bad influence for the student. Right? It is wrong because the teacher only control the student at the school, but not when they are outside the school. So there is still possibility that the student is still getting some bad influence from the outside. And also the solution for that, if it was the problem, the solution is that the student can go to a boarding school, so they can be prevented by the bad influence of the outside of the school. And then the first speaker of the government side of the house only gives us definition and argument without goals and mechanism. As the government side, they should give us mechanism and goals, which means how can they agree with this motion while they are not giving goals and mechanism? So it is very unclear for us, ladies and gentlemen. And then move on to the second speaker of the government side of the house. Right. So she said that with this full day school, it can reduce anxiety for parents. It is wrong, ladies and gentlemen, because the student can do anything they want outside the learning schedule. And then her second point stating that students don't go there and here, like just he said. And then it's also wrong. And are you sure about that? Because with more time at school is more, and then the break time also more. So they will probably go there and here just like the children they already say. And solution for that, we can do the regular school which there is less break time. And then move on to the third speaker of the government side of the house. So she gave us no rebuttals at all, which means they are agree with our points already been told. And then, which is the rebuttals, which is the third speaker of the government side of the house. Main job is to give us rebuttals, but he gave us nothing at all. And then he said that it prevents students only at home. If it is the problem, the solution is that they can go to a weekend vacation with their parents. So they will not get lonely anymore, and there is bond between the student and between the children and their parents. I would like to remind to you about the first speaker rebuttals that she said that it is preventing bad influences. It is wrong because the teacher only control at school. Solution is go to school, and that is pretty much from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, the third speaker from negative team spend time 3 minutes 7 seconds. 3 minutes 7 seconds.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, now please, I would like to invite the reply speaker from the affirmative team. Or from the negative team, sorry. I would like to invite the reply speaker from the negative team to Naila Ilma Isdi. Time is yours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the reply speaker, I want to review what's going on this debate. So, there are two blessing points that I would like to give to you. That the first blessing point is the perspective of the affirmative says that the system is a student will stay in the school for a long time and less worry from their parents, and they can joining organization. And for the first argument is that student will stay in the school. That's good if the student doing something productive in the school, but what if they want? But what if they want to do that productive system? It will useless for the student. And the second is in the perspective of the negative says that not all parents can cover the additional fees if we use this fully school system, if the fully school system is really implemented. And for the second is that research our brain that our brain is only concentrations for half to an hour. And then remembering the help of the teachers and the student that there can be tired. So I want a review for the first speaker and second speaker and the third speaker. For the first speaker, they don't bring any mechanism, goals, and the other structure that make this debate is unclear. Their structure is unclear, ladies and gentlemen. And for the second speaker, their argument is blurred. That also shifts don't bring any future impact that should be her job. And for the third speaker, their rebuttals is blurred. And ladies and gentlemen, also they don't bring any mechanism, goals, collaboration, and clear argument, and there's no proof from them. Also, okay, from that starting point, the conclusion is that negative team is deserved to be the winner, and we believe that we oppose this motion. Thank you.
Okay, the replay from negative team spend time 1 minute 53 seconds. 1 minute 53 seconds.
Now please welcome the replay speaker from the affirmative team. Sifatu Kusaroka.
As as the replace page, I will resume the argument of the negative team. It's about health hazard, financial costs, and psychological problems. Besides that, I will resume our team arguments. We know full day school will give more advantage for students by adding hours of lessons for deepening the subject, as well as health development and creativity. They have much time for focusing on their study and also making a better experience at school. They can meet with their teachers, with their peers. They can make any study together in the school. Students have plenty of time to explore their talents and abilities through practical lessons. Also get an extra hour to study and extracurricular activities. Teachers can monitor students while the full day school systems, so students can avoid the bad influences of the outside environment. Full day school also can provide students the benefit of socializing with others. As a human being, we need interaction with others, also being Z generations. Socializing with others can provide to become adult with empathy and credibility. According to Muhajir Effendi, this policy believed to be an effective way to build student character since they will be longer at school. Well, we can conclude from those reasons, it's crystal clear that full day school must be applied in madrasah. I think my opinion is enough. Thank you.